Welcome to a tale of darkness, a tale often overshadowed by more infamous names, yet it stands as one of the most horrifying stories in the annals of criminal history. This is the story of Albert Fish, known as the Grey Man, the Brooklyn Vampire, and the Boogeyman. Born in 1870, Albert Fish seemed like an ordinary man, a father, a painter, and a handyman. But beneath this facade lurked a monster, driven by twisted desires and unspeakable urges, paws, eerie music builds. Fish's crimes were not just murders, they were acts of unimaginable cruelty. He preyed on the most innocent children, luring them with promises of sweets or small sums of money. But what awaited them was a fate worse than death. Once in his grasp, Fish subjected his victims to tortures that defy comprehension. He would write letters to the families, detailing every vile act, savouring their pain and despair. In 1928, Fish lured young Grace Budd to her doom. He promised her family she would attend a party, but instead he led her to an abandoned house where the true horror unfolded. Years later, Fish wrote to her mother describing how he killed and ate the little girl. Pause. Sound of a pen scratching paper. Image of the letter fades in. This was a man who found pleasure in pain, not just in others but in himself. Fish was a masochist, driven by desires so dark that they remain incomprehensible. He was finally captured in 1934, and his trial became one of the most shocking in American history. The jury, horrified by his confessions, found him guilty, but questions lingered. Was he insane or simply evil? Albert Fish was executed on January 16, 1936, but his story and the nightmares he created live on. A name less known, but a horror never forgotten. A name less known, but a horror never forgotten. Sometimes the darkest monsters are the ones we never see coming.